Okay, hello everyone. You're all welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to identify organic compounds. I started something like that in the previous video. This is organic chemistry series, okay? And I mentioned that for you to identify an organic compound, you need to know the functional group. Functional group is what helps us to identify an organic compound. So once I can see a functional group, I know which family that organic compound belongs. And we are going to use that to answer this question. Now, if you notice here, this compound here has only carbon and hydrogens, and they are all complete. All the hydrogens are complete. They are all single bonds, obviously, because if I'm to write out the structure, this is going to look like this. You have another CH2, then you have another CH2, and you have another CH3, okay? And it is obvious that this compound is an alkane because only single bonds. Another way you can know is an alkane is that you can count the number of carbons and count the number of hydrogens. Like carbons is 1, 2, 3, 4, so we have 4 carbons. Hydrogen is 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, so you have H10. That shows you is an alkane because alkane has the formula CnH2n plus 2. So that means if n is 4, it means 2 times 4 is 8 plus 2, 10. You see that? That makes it an alkane. That's very important for you to note. Now in this case, I don't need all that because there is a double bond here. I already know that this is an alkene. Only an alkene has a double bond. Or you can count the number of carbons too. If you count the number of carbons, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 carbons, so C4. Hydrogen is 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8. C4H. This C4H follows the formula of alkene, which is CnH2n. This is the formula of alkene. If your n is 4, 2n will be 8. So that's why you should, I'm sorry, I'm going to digress a little. If I have a compound like this, C3H4, I know that this compound is definitely an alkyne because alkyne has the formula CnH2n minus 2. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4. You see, that's an alkyne. If I have C17H14, I know that this will be alkene because 2 times 7 is 14. That represents CnH2n. This is an alkene. Kindly note that. Then if I have something like this, they might want to confuse you, C12H24. Or you don't need to bother yourself. Multiply this by 2. Then whatever adds will let you know whether it is an alkane, an alkene, or an alkyne. So I can say 2 times 12 is 24. So this is already 24. It is definitely an alkene. So how about C16H34? Okay, I say 2 times 16 is 32. You see, I need to add 2 to get 34. To add 2 means that is an alkane because alkane is CnH2n plus 2. That's by the way. Okay, that's a digression. But this is going to help, a lot of you in your exams. Okay, so this one here, the functional group is COO. And whenever you have COO and having alkyl groups beside it, that is definitely an alkanoate. Now, alkanoates are also called esters. They are called esters. Kindly note that. Okay. Then here, the functional group is CHO. CHO means that this compound is an alkanal. Alkanal also means aldehyde. Okay. For here, the functional group is COOH. COOH is a functional group of carboxylic acid. You can call it carboxylic acid or you can call it alkanoic acid. Okay, and this one it looks strange, right? But if you notice, you have oxygen in between. This is a type of ether, where oxygen is in between two alkyl group, just oxygen. But this particular type of ether is called epoxy compound. We call it epoxy, like epoxy ethane, epoxy and so on and so forth. Okay, or you call it an oxo. The functional group is, this particular group is called oxo, OXO, that's oxygen. Okay, but the functional group is ether or epoxy in this case. Now, this one here, you see everything is carbon hydrogen, but what makes it different is OH. OH there represents alkanol. So that is definitely an alkanol, or you say alcohol. Okay, for this one, the only odd man here is bromine. That makes here a halogenoalkane. We call it halogenoalkane. Sometimes we call it haloalkane. Okay, and sometimes we also call it alkyl halide. They are all, correct. Okay, then for this one, you can see the odd man out here is CONH2. Whenever you see a CONH2, you know you are dealing with an amide. That's an amide. Okay, and this is NH2. This, and when it is just NH2, it is an amine. Okay, and this one here has OH and a CHO. It has two groups here. The OH in this case, now let me say this: anytime you have a senior brother, alkanal is senior to this. So this is an alkanal group. This is an alcohol group, right? But this alcohol group, you can also call it hydroxyl, especially in the presence of a higher functional group. So you can call it hydroxyl and call it alkanal. Okay, so that is how to identify. For those of you interested in knowing the names, in my ear I can hear some people wondering. I like to know what the names are. The name of this compound is butane because it has 4 carbons. The name of this compound is but1-ene, just to help some of you. The name of this compound here is an alkanoid. So this one is methylpropanoate. Okay. The name of this compound here is just ethanal. It has just 2 carbons, so ethanal. The name of this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is pentanoic acid. I have a video for naming of organic compound. Okay, so this is just to just to keep us busy. Now this one here, we can call this is 1, 2, 3. This is going to be we can call it pent oxide. No, 3 carbons is prop. I'm trying to remember the name. It just skipped my mind. Okay, but you can say yes, epoxy, in this case epoxy propane. Okay, but when it is something like this, let's say CH3 CH2O CH3, in this case now you can call it methoxyethane. Okay, or you can say ethyl methyl ether. Okay, just to for some of you. In this case now, since this is a cyclo compound, I can call this cyclobutanol. Butanol, because 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. This one, bromine, is attached to the second carbon, so I can call it 2-bromopropane. Okay, then this one here is prop. Okay, this is called propanamide. Because you have 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3, so it's a propanamide. It's an amide. Okay, why this one here we have only 2 carbon? You can call it ethylamine. You can say ethylamine, or you simply say aminoethane. Still very correct. Now, but when you have a compound like this, okay, let me see. The longest chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is pent, so it's going to be 2 methyl MNO. Okay, 2 methyl. Alphabetically 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 methyl, 4 hydroxyl, then pentanal. Okay, so those are the names for the compound, but this video is just to help you identify. I just did that to help people that are still stimulating their brains. Okay, so see you in my next video, where I'll be showing you how to write organic compounds and how to name organic compounds. Thank you very much. See you in my next video.